Lorenzo was just going to give a little last chat about his work and kind of tell us.
Sucker?
Yeah, I want to get biblical with it, sure. And just talk a little bit about how he selected these works for the gallery, and his vision for the work in this space, and how he makes his beautiful photographs. So,
And if you have any questions, I'm available.
okay.
Yeah. So basically this exhibit is called Revelation because I tend to, my idea is to reveal what is around us and we don't notice. I don't leave home thinking today I'm going to take pictures of this or of that. I always have my camera in my pocket, and if there is anything that attracts me, I just take a photo. And as any one of us, we can walk around and being attracted by whatever. I try to remember what really attracted me because not always I remember. And so by looking at the photo, I find what I'm looking for. And then I crop and I print. I don't use any particular tool. I don't change the colors of the nature. I try to be as respectful as possible. I do a little contrast eventually. And then I use the plexi because it really enhances the colors. And I don't put any frame because I would like to think that each one of these photos will give you a particular emotion. And the emotions have to flow free. And the frame will contain them, and I don't want that to happen. And on the back of the photo, there is a rectangular railing so that you can hang it how you want it. And because you become part of my creativity. So you read whatever you want in the photo, and you absorb the emotions in the way you want. Just to give you an example, that photo there. I was attracted by the white in that photo, and then looking at it, I really realized this intersection of different pieces, and almost made me feeling, thinking about different destinies that they interact. This is a metaphor of our life, all the different destinies that we have around, that we live through, and that they interact with us. And so, I didn't take any mushroom or anything with me.
Imagine what it would be if you did.
Yeah.
So I like that one. I found, I saw that green emerald thing by chance when I went to look at it. And I thought at the beginning that somebody lost an emerald. And then I decided that was the focus of my photo, so I cropped it. And in reality, what I liked was the movement, the white movement, and then the brown movement, and then the movement that was going in the other direction. So I loved the movement that were there. And then all of a sudden, I look at it, it seems the eye of a primordial animal, or I have no idea. But I like it. So that's what attracted me. And so I try to give emotions from whatever is around us every day, and that we don't pay attention to. And I call it casual photography. Just go around with the camera and whatever. And I stop, and sometimes my wife is telling me, "What are you photographing?" So, I don't know. I like it, and I photograph it.
And you don't stage anything, you just take it as it is.
Absolutely as it is. That one, I don't know what you see in that. I just tell you that I was in a place that was really bothering me. And that stuff was bothering me. I don't tell you what it is, you can tell me what you think it is. And I was mad, I was about to leave, and then I said, interesting. I took the photo, and then if you look carefully, you see there are dots of blue, there is the yellow, there is different brown browns and blacks, etc. And I was surprised myself. And sometimes I really, I call my wife and I say, look at this. I have a big screen. Look at this photo. So, and I didn't know. So I'm offering this to the emotions of everybody. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would say the number one question I got today was, how are these glowing so much? Like, what are these printed on? Is it metal? Is it glass? What is it? And so we talked a lot today about the use of the plexiglass and your process there, and turns out, I don't know, it was your idea? So I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more about that and how it transforms just the printed photo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is, I print these photos in the best fine art lab in Italy. That is in Calezzano, which is near Florence. He prints for the best artists in Europe. And I found the fine tuning with the responsible of the lab, because there is a technical issue, which is when you take a photo and you see it on your digital thing, you see certain colors, but it all depends how fine-tuned is your screen. So you go from your camera to your screen, from your screen to the printer screen, and from the printer screen to the printing machine screen. So this process could vary the colors very much. So it took us quite a long time to fine-tune every gradation of the colors. So that was the first step, and that's why I print always with them, because they know what we do. Then we print these specific ones, we print on photographic paper, and they're mounted on aluminum debond, so they're really attached to the aluminum debond, pressed in it, and then faced with plexiglass at 2 millimeters of distance, so that there is no chemical reaction to the photo, and the photo remains forever like this. One of the issues of the photo is how long will they last. This photo lasts forever. Then I destroy the file, crying, but I destroy the file. I keep one print for us, and the artist copy, and then that's it. And so I hope I answered the question. And I found the idea of mounting them under plexi thanks to my daughter, that was in the lab with me for another collection, and I was printing in a different way, and she insisted that that photo had to be under plexi, and she was right. It's really terrible to say that your daughter is right, but she was right, and it was a real success. And it is this photo here. It's called the Green Gem, and it's really beautiful under plex. And so from there on, I decided that I wanted to do it this way, because the colors are protected in its
gallery for this past month, and I think that's like such a testament to your eye for nature, that it has that effect where it's calming you and it's like making you think and ponder about the world around you even deeper. And so thank you for giving us that gift of being able to like look at that and think about that all month. And
I thank you very much for really putting together in this way that is really beautiful. As you know, we came one evening with my wife and we envisioned the exhibition a certain way. We came back the next day, it was completely revamped, and we loved it.
You were 100%.
And we loved it. Wow, this is really wonderful. And I can only thank you for the opportunity to do this. And yes, I want this to be a calming, helping to calm and to fly away with fantasy in front of these photos. That's what it is. Just sit there and enjoy it.